We will bring this meeting to order. This is a public meeting on November 6th, and it is 6 p.m. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest or general nature thereof? If you have an interest, please declare it now. I see no hands up. We have Councillor Grell online. Seeing none, we'll move forward with number 3, which is the purpose of the meeting, private road renaming Squaw Point Lane, proposed to be renamed Canoe Lane. And I'll read the preamble. Personal information collected at this public hearing is collected under the authority of the Planning Act and will be used to assist in making a decision on this matter. All names, addresses, opinions, and comments are collected and form part of the minutes which are available to the public. Questions regarding this collection should be forwarded to the Director of Planning. The purpose of public meetings is to present planning applications in a public forum as required by the Planning Act. Following presentations by the applicant or staff, council members will have an opportunity to ask questions for clarification or further information. The meeting will then be open to the public for comments and questions. When you speak, please provide your name and address for recording in the minutes. All comments should be directed to myself, the chair of the meeting. The applicant will be provided the opportunity to address public questions once all members of the public have made their submissions. For the application being presented tonight, a report and recommendation are being presented to Committee of the Whole directly after this public meeting. Following council decision, notice will be circulated in accordance with the Planning Act. If a person or public body would have an ability to appeal the decision of the council to the Ontario Land Tribunal, but the person or public body does not make oral submissions at a public meeting or make written submissions to the township before bylaw is passed, the person or public body is not entitled to appeal the decision. So we'll move forward with 3.1, private road renaming Squaw Point Lane, proposed to be renamed Canoe Lane. Madam Planner, if you'd like to go ahead.
Thank you, through you. This public notice or this public meeting is with respect to the renaming of a lane, a private lane that is currently named Squaw Point Lane. The existing name is not in compliance with the township civic addressing bylaw for road naming. So it's proposed to rename the lane. It's through a number of circulations with residents whose properties abut the lane. There have been a number of names that have gone back and forth. The chosen name based on submissions from the residents who own property abutting the lane is Canoe Lane. The landowners and identified as the preferred choice. Notice for this meeting was also advertised in the local newspapers, as well as posting on social media and at the township office. There's one letter of support that's been provided, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much, Madam Planner. Questions? Go ahead, Councillor Maybe.
Thank you, and through you, Madam Mayor. I noticed that on the Google Maps, it did show that at the intersection of Willis Lane and Whitefish Lane, it actually, as your indication here, it stops being Squaw Lane, and that it's actually called Willis Lane halfway up there from the corner of Whitefish and Willis, because Whitefish went across. So my point, Willis Lane actually goes to the water at that intersection and not Squaw Lane on the Google map. When I Googled that, excuse me, catching a cold or something here. But right at that intersection, you see 2 roads that go across there. Yes. And then from that intersection to the water, which is in red, was actually indicated as Willis Lane on Google Maps. So
through you, that's not correct. This is based on the county's GIS mapping of our road names and our road index. So this is correctly identified as Squaw Point Lane currently, and to be renamed as Canoe Lane.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further comments or questions from council? If you can reduce the screen just so that I can see everybody. Just want to make sure I don't miss Councillor Grell. Any other comments or questions? Seeing none, we'll go to the public if there's anybody on the meeting on the live stream. We have one attendee. We have Mr. Snelling. Mr. Snelling, if you'd like to speak, can you please use the raise your hand feature on Zoom? I don't see a hand up. So, anybody from the gallery that has anything to add? Okay. Seeing none, we'll move forward with a motion to adjourn, and that comes from Counselor Jameson, seconded by Counselor Maybe, that the public meeting adjourn. All those in favor? All those opposed? And it's carried. Thank you.